Good evening. I want to talk to you tonight about the clapper. Oh, and welcome to my kitchen and welcome to me being cheap. So who remembers that 1980s TV commercial jingle? Clap on, clap off, the clapper. Okay, so I actually bought one of those. I have a creepy cellar under this old house, and the electricity down there, it really wasn't configured to have electricity. So there are a couple outlets down there, and there's a switch that controls those outlets. So I can't just flip the switch to those outlets to turn out the lights. I do have some fluorescent lights plugged in there because I have a water softener down there. And so if I cut the power to the outlets to turn off the lights, then the water softener wouldn't work. So my lights would burn all the time, because who wants to go down to the creepy cellar and stick your hand up in the joist of the house and stick your hand in a spider web and try and find a plug in the dark? So those lights were staying on all the time. And so as I'm trying to save money, I'm looking for ways that could potentially save money. Right now I'm focusing on the electric bill. And so I did a cost analysis of how much it costs to run one of those fluorescent lights. Okay, so I have two lights down there, and each light fixture has two bulbs, and these are the bulbs that are about 4 feet long. They're the glass bulbs, and there's two in each fixture. I have two fixtures down there. Those bulbs are 40-watt bulbs. So each fixture is about 80 watts, and then the ballast takes about 18 watts. So that's about 98 per fixture. We are going to make the math a little simple, and we're going to call it 200 watts for both. All right, so I did buy this clapper, and it cost me $11 and some change off of Amazon. I'm an Amazon Prime member, so the shipping was free. And it was very easy to install. All you have to do is just plug it in, and you could set it to two claps or three claps. And I ended up setting it to 3, because I did find sometimes it was coming on, so I didn't know if people walking were setting it off. So I did set it to 3. So I'm going to talk to you now about the math. I wanted to know what my return on investment would be. Well, I'm pleased to tell you it's less than a month, because according to the math, now this is just theoretical savings. I know real world it may be a little different. Let me get my handy dandy whiteboard. And some of the feedback I got said that my font was not very big or readable on these videos, so I'm going to try and move the whiteboard a little bigger, or a little closer, so that it'll be bigger. Okay, we're talking about the clapper tonight. Now, there is a formula that you can use for any electrical appliance. The number of watts it is, and so we said we're going to use 200 times the number of hours that you're using it. In this case, it was on 24 hours a day to run both of those lights, times 365 days of the year, and you're going to divide that by 1,000, and that's going to give you your kilowatt hours, so 1752 kilowatt hour. Now, I wanted to find out how much a month that was, so I take the 1752 and I divide that by 12. There's 12 months in the year, and that gives me 146. So I take 146 and then I multiply it. Our electricity, if you watch some of my other videos right now, best I could tell, there's a couple of charges on there. Best I can tell, it's about 12.5 cents per kilowatt hour. So what that means is that it costs $18.25 per month to leave those lights on all the time. So this clapper that I bought was $11, I'm making up new words, was $11 and some odd change. So I have actually, my return on investment is less than a month. Money well worth it. Normally I don't advocate for spending money in order to save money, but this was definitely well worth it. So I would take a look and see if there's some things that maybe you could turn off as far as lights, and consider getting one of these clappers. It seems to work out well. Okay, have a good night and thanks for watching.